Hi, folks. Welcome back. This is day five of 30. Today, we are going to talk about why I like to focus on health, why focusing on health is important to me. It's kind of my health journey talk. Um, I do know that I've talked about these things before. I mention it often, but honestly, I have to tell you, I hate talking about this because I don't want to give it any oxygen. I've said it before. I hope you believe me when I say it. I totally believe, I 100% believe that what we focus on grows. And I don't want to give any power to the health stuff that I have. I don't want to allow it to outpace any of the good things in my life. The last thing I want to do is create a health monster by talking about it too much. So, but I do make decisions based on positive health effects. That is what drives me with, no, I can't go out because my body is tired, or no, I can't or I won't eat that because I know it's going to be XYZ in my system. Um, no, I can't work that hard because it's going to be 3 weeks before I can stand up straight again. Those kind of things. So I don't get it right all of the time, but I am a work in progress. So here we go. In 2008, while I was a hairstylist and a salon owner, I started to just feel off. I didn't feel bad, but I didn't feel right either. And it lingered. It just went on and on and on. And at that time, we had the salon, of course, but we also had a wine and a chocolate store attached to the salon. And it was a truffle store. I actually made all of the chocolate, the hand rolled truffles on the nights and the weekends for the store. It was a lot of fun to do it. I mean, it was a great addition to the salon for the revenue that brought in as well. So, I really just thought that, whew, what I was feeling was stress and exhaustion because I was burning the candle at both ends. I mean, I was still in my 30s. Of course I was. My husband and I went on a cruise later that summer, and I just knew that I feel right as rain after a nice week of rest and relaxation. The cruise would be my chocolate chip cookie that the Oracle gave Neo in The Matrix, if you remember the original one. Sadly, not so. So fast forward 2 years, a million tests later, I had a diagnosis. And that diagnosis was called ankylosing, or is called ankylosing spondylitis. It is an inflammatory arthritis condition that can actually make bones grow together, like spines, hips, rib cages. Ugh. So start with the drugs, and then more drugs, and then even more drugs. And I tell you, I hated being a consumer of medicine. But I was caught up in the spiral now, and the side effects. Oh my God, the side effects were so bad. Maybe worse than the disease. Probably not, because I'm sure a rigid spine that doesn't bend would be horrible. But I asked every doctor I had about, how diet and nutrition could help me or even exacerbate my condition. They didn't have any help to offer. But Dr. Google had tons of things to offer. None of them were really very science backed. I mean, I remember one thing. It was called the steak and tomato diet. Uh, I tried it. What was I going to do? Say no before I gave it a shot? I can't say it was beneficial. I can say it was a whole lot of tomatoes. But what I was absolutely learning with this process was how much effect goes, how much effect what goes onto and into our bodies has on us. So I really started seeking out the cleanest stuff I could find to use on myself and my clientele. I mean, most people just touch their personal care products one time a day. Well, I was elbow deep into these things all day long, every day, and so I wanted to minimize the effects and the opportunities of exposure. So then in 2017 or 18, I met a doctor here in Palm Desert. We'd moved to the desert who actually has ankylosing spondylitis like I have. And he said that he'd cured himself. And that's a loose interpretation. There is no cure. It's a genetic thing. But more accurately, he said he put himself in remission by using elimination diet techniques. He eliminated grains, nightshades, and legumes. I said, why not give that a go? I can take those things out of my diet. Well, lo and behold, I started to feel better. So I read as much as I could and eventually came across Dr. Gundry's the plant paradox. And I know that you folks have heard me talk about the plant paradox because I would even bake the crackers and show them to you in videos. So uh, that what made even things even better with that is there were recipes. It made it easier and better because there were recipes in his books that I could use. So long story short, I am no expert on diet. I am definitely no nutritionist by any stretch of the word, but I do know what effect, how what goes into our bodies and on our bodies affects us. And the cleaner we can live, the better. The cleaner we eat, better, the better. And then it comes to supplementation. I am a babe in the woods here. But I do have a basic foundation. And I've really learned how to listen to my body as far as what's working or working for me or working against me. So, if you've ever wondered why I know so damn much about product and ingredients, now you know. It's honestly a matter of health for me. And if you have a health condition or health struggles and you want to chat about that, please feel free to message me. Don't comment on it. This is a private thing. Everybody doesn't need to know. I mean, yeah, I'm being transparent, but isn't that the expectation when you're sharing this kind of stuff? But I also know that when we can't produce like we used to, it's a huge, huge hit to our psyche. I mean, I know just how important feeling like we're contributing, feeling like we're productive is. I also know how isolating and devastating it is when it feels like we can't do that anymore. Um, but the good news is I've learned ways to work around that stuff too. So there are options. And, you may not struggle. You may be healthy. And I hope you're grateful every single morning you wake up. And, it doesn't hurt like hell to sit up out of bed. But I bet you there's somebody in your life, somebody in your sphere of influence that struggles. And share this video with them for me. There are things that can be done. I mean, better yet, just share this video. It's public. You can share it. Share this video to your page. Let people who are in your sphere find it organically if you don't want to share it with someone. Maybe you feel that's too personal. I'm rambling now, so I need to get off of here and stop. But health's real. It matters to me. And there are ways without a pill to get on the right track. So that was day 5, my health journey. This is DeVern Augustus. Ciao. I'm out. We'll see you tomorrow on day 6. I hope you come back and tune in. I appreciate you very much. Take care.